Let's go to the bucket of death, the godforsaken bucket of death. I'm sorry to transition this way because I want to keep talking. I really do want to keep talking about how our entertainment options are changing because to me it's super interesting the disconnect between Amin wants convenience versus Mike is longing for nostalgic times.
I'd like to get a vote on this, the bucket of death, because I have not been present. I haven't seen the Reaper. I don't want to see the Reaper. I don't want to stick my hand in the bucket. Roy's been doing it for me, and I am 5-0. I'm undefeated. Can Roy continue to do this for me?
I guess. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm fine with that. Can we put out a graphic at the end of the week? I have no idea if I won or lost last week. I have no idea what I'm rooting for over the weekend. And
You're just gambling so much that you can't keep track of where your consequences are?
I didn't listen to the podcast. I have no idea. Did I win last week?
Oh, somebody picked for you.
Yeah.
Somebody picked for you, and they didn't tell you who you had last week.
I have no idea.
All right, we're picking for other people who are missing today as well. I'm telling you that I really have grown to despise this thing over many years of haunting us. I've lost 3 times, and I'm eking out this Chargers-Broncos game that I don't even want to watch because Herbert that's injured Herbert, and now people are going to start piling on. Is Herbert overrated? There are concerning things with Herbert because he's playing through.
Did you notice?
He's playing through pain.
Was I the only one that noticed that with Justin Herbert? How he's shying away from contact that's not there yet? His ribs must be absolute mush because if you remember Blaine Gabbert, who's not terrible, according to Stugotz, he kind of had that same thing going for him. Big arm, great long hair, and in the pocket, he was just feeling pressure that wasn't there. And it seems after that hit, and I understand he doesn't have Keenan Allen out there, and that changes things. He's short-arming stuff. He is flinching. He is feeling pressure that is not there because I think he is afraid of taking another hit like that. Maybe it's because his body hurts now, or that hit really messed with him. But it's something to keep an eye on.
I mean, you're going inside the body of an athlete when on that team, the doctor accidentally punctured the lung of Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is now suing that doctor. And you're telling me that the pressure on that team and that coach and that franchise is such that Justin Herbert has to keep going out there when Keenan Allen isn't out there and playing NFL football at that position with ribs that are broken or charred or hurting or whatever's going on with him that would suggest he doesn't look quite like the quarterback he looked like a year ago.
The sport hurts, and people don't like to get hit. I've seen Baker Mayfield had a bunch of injuries last year. One of them was a rib injury, and I could see him too being inaccurate because he was already bracing for a hit. It's just something to keep an eye on. If Justin Herbert's really going to play through this, you're going to get a more diluted Justin Herbert. Now, the data is he more diluted because he doesn't have weapons without Keenan Allen over there? Or is it a combination of no Keenan Allen and dude's hurting right now and he's trying to protect himself, and thus he's being more inaccurate?
I honestly don't understand why he's been playing through this. They had a fairly light schedule. They probably could have done okay against the Broncos at home and the Jags at home during this run. I hope he is not ruining himself on a more permanent basis because of taking these hits.
But there are certain players that fear getting hit more. And if you remember, and now this was right after the injury, but if you remember, he had a third down conversion that was there for him. All he had to do was run 1 yard and fall down. He didn't have anybody near him, and he just threw the ball away.
Oh, because he was also feeling searing pain.
Yeah, no, that was right there. And then he threw one of the nicest passes that we've seen of the season. But ever since then, I've seen a Justin Herbert that's been flinching, and he's been more inaccurate because of it.
The analysis has baked into it. Yeah, but he was feeling searing pain. And Mike's like, yeah, but just keep it moving. The feeling of searing pain. No, I'm
not saying keep him moving. I'm trying to explain why Russell Wilson and Justin Herbert were both bad on Monday night. Like, Russell Wilson, he may be bad because he's older, but Justin Herbert's supposed to be that generational guy, and he has not been that since the rib injury.
I am fascinated, and I always have been. Mike, who's digging deep on some of these numbers where he bypasses some of the things of people play with pain. That's it. Show me you can still be excellent with pain. It's such a hard standard to live by. I would not want to live by that physical standard of not only do I have to be greater than all these physical beings, I have to be greater than them when I'm in debilitating pain or when I'm taking shots to mask my pain. Let's go around the room here and see who goes to the bucket of death. Chris Cody is first. Are you picking for anybody other than yourself, Chris Cody? Because we got some people out.
I have not been told I am at the moment, so this one will be for me.
That's for me. No, I don't know anybody. No,
I haven't talked to anybody.
I'm not picking for anybody.
The underdog helmet.
Oh.
So you could take
That's always fun.
any underdog.
Talk to Valerie.
I'm going to have to think about this.
All
for a
right,
second.
so the lowest point underdog, the Jets at the Broncos are 1.5 point underdogs. The Colts at the Titans are 2.5 point underdogs. The Saints tonight. Oh shit. You also have the Commanders are 4.5 point home underdogs against the Packers. Not really a ton of great stuff there.
I'll take the Colts.
Okay.
Wow, a brave move. You didn't want to even throw it back. You thought it was going to get worse there.
I'm rattled. It's my first day back from vacation. I'm just kind of rattled. Who am I picking for next?
Your first day back was yesterday.
Second day.
My second day back feels like first day.
Billy.
A rare Friday that feels like a Saturday.
All right, we are picking for Billy now. The Titans.
They are 2.5 point favorites against the Colts.
I'm keeping it.
Attaboy.
I'm just not thinking.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go for myself, and I'll pick for Jessica as well.
Oh, I like to pick for
Which
Jessica.
one first? You?
Me first. The Washington Commanders. Putting that back under any circumstances.
You're not sure? They don't have a bye?
They're 4.5 point. You
got the Green Lizard
against Green Bay.
Green
It's
Lizard.
Taylor Heineke time.
All right, and the Atlanta Falcons. They are
Bengals.
6.5 point dogs away at the Bengals. But
Give that to Jessica.
I think that's an upgrade.
You know what you do is you give it.
I like that. Do you know that the Falcons are 6-0 against the spread this year?
Yep.
Rise up.
He's gambling again.
The Seattle Seahawks. They are 5.5 point underdogs away at the Chargers. Putting it back for Jessica.
We just did a whole Justin Herbert, doubt Justin Herbert and believe in Geno Smith.
I'm still a believer. All right, the New England Patriots.
Monday Night Football against the Chicago Bears. The top-rated passer in the NFL is Bailey Zappi.
Good pick for Jess.
Over Geno Smith, barely.
By the way, the Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles are all on buys this week. So Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles.
Yeah, I'm
really
gonna
good
remember
teams.
that.
Roy,
Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles.
Roy,
Bills,
who are
Rams,
you
Vikings,
selecting for here?
First of all, go to Helmet of Life, second week for me. I am picking for Stugotz.
Stugotz is 5-0 with Roy picking for him.
The Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns are 6.5 point underdogs away at Baltimore.
Okay, I'm going to put this back.
Roy has been proud of his 5-0. He had the Giants last week, winning late. Look at Roy beaming because of how well he has done for Stugotz.
Green Bay Packers.
Another job well done.
4.5 point favorites away at the Commanders.
Thank you. You're welcome, Stugotz.
And Taylor Heineke, look out.
It's no fun that Stugotz continues to skate and has owed punishments from 4 years ago as well and never has to do anything.
All right. Gotta do this quickly. Cleveland Browns, putting that back. Thank you for your service again. Okay. Are there any military schools on a buy? I'll check back.
I don't
Let's
like
keep it moving.
the dismay that happens every time, the insincerity with which you sigh and gasp. Thank you for your service. Would you please respect the
I'm
military?
0 for 2 with that helmet.
Okay, please respect the military and do this correctly. Who else is going to pick here and who else has to be picked for? We've got Amin. We've got the Reaper in the other room. The Reaper I don't think is needed in the other room anymore. I am
They're filibustering for you, Reaper.
filibuster just staring at me. The Reaper's just staring at me as I'm he's not listening to me. Or she or they.
It's hard. The Reaper doesn't have ears.
And Amin is going to go to the bucket. Amin,
Military school is not a great slate for me.
Yeah, biggest favorite is Army. 6.5 point favorites at home against ULM.
All right, let's go with Army. Oof. Thank you for your service. Wait, I can take Coast Guard, right? I think I can technically. Let's see what they. I'm not gonna go.
Cowboys.
Yeah, let's go Army.
The Cowboys
Dak
are what?
is back. It looks like.
Yes, the
right,
Cowboys are a favorite, are they not?
The Dallas Cowboys are taking on the Detroit Lions. 7 point favorites at home.
Dak is back.
Damn.
Amin likes to live dangerously, though.
likes to live
Sometimes he just
dangerously.
throws things back because he tempts the bucket. But you've lost at the bucket this year.
I have.
Do you not? Oh,
the
you
Teflon
already.
is gone, man.
So that's a good pick. Yeah, I'd keep that if I were you.
I'll keep it.
All right. I got the Chargers of Justin Herbert.
5.5 point favorites at home against the Seahawks.
Didn't this just get thrown back? It's got the.
No, I
Seahawks,
threw
yeah.
back the Seahawks.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
It was not very dramatic.
Okay, then I won't take it.
No,
Hold
no,
on,
you
hold on,
keep
hold on.
going.
I'll go to a second pick. The Bills.
On a bye.
Wow.
More dramatic.
controversy.
There you go.
I'll trade you.